This Bavarian Motorworks needs the works.
Drive, your source for automotive reviews, analysis, and maintenance.
Hi, and welcome to Drive, your source for automotive reviews, analysis, maintenance, and now let's add restoration. Hi, I'm Chris Capardoni, and just recently I purchased this car behind me. It's a 2004 BMW 320i with an inline 2-liter 6-cylinder. It's had a hard life. It's been used, abused, and trashed. And now I'm going to create a video series where I systematically restore this car up to a performance level where you could take it out on a track.
Okay, let's start our little walk around with this car, starting with the engine. Okay, this BMW has a 2.2 liter inline 6, very good engine. This one has 273,000 kilometers on it. Hasn't been maintained in quite some time. So what I'll be doing is probably doing every conceivable maintenance process to this car engine that needs to be done. Spark plugs, gaskets, oil, all the filters and fluids. This one has an aftermarket air intake with a very dirty filter that will have to be cleaned or replaced, most likely replaced. All the fluids will need to be checked. I'm going to make the assumption that this car here needs everything done to it. As you can see, it's been in a front end accident where it destroyed the headlight assembly, cracked the bumper, and ruined the front fender. I will probably be replacing the fender, ordering a new headlight assembly. The one on the opposite side is very badly faded and fogged. I'll be showing everyone how that's restored. Pieces that are cracked will need to be replaced. This front bumper, I'm going to make an attempt to repair it. I'm not sure based on the level of damage done to it. If not, then I'll replace it. It has a lot of unique features. The whole entire front hood is made of carbon fiber. You can see here where it's been cracked in the accident that it sustained. I'm going to be setting up a separate video in the series where I focus on fixing and restoring the carbon fiber hood. You can see it's very badly faded, so I'll need to buff it and probably clear coat it. But my focus will be on repairing the cracked carbon fiber. Carbon fiber can be replaced, so if you have a car with a lot of carbon fiber, don't be told that it needs to be replaced. Many times it can be repaired. In addition to the front hood being solid carbon fiber, the rear deck lid is also carbon fiber. There is no damage to it. It does need some love and attention. It needs to be buffed and brought back to life where it looks very brilliant. But I'm looking forward to doing the video where I restore the front hood and also buff and bring this one back to an excellent shape. The wheels are in pretty bad shape. I checked the tires and they are still under the 6-year life that most tires are given by federal law. So these tires are still technically good. I don't know if I will stick with these tires. The wheels were cheaply painted and you can see that they're chipping and fading. I will probably show how to restore them. I have a technique where I use Plasti Dip, where I apply 7 coats of Plasti Dip and the wheels come out looking as if they were high gloss painted. The brakes, as you can see, they're very rusted. I'll most likely be replacing those in one of the videos with slotted and cross drilled rotors, and I'll most likely be replacing the calipers. I'll show that. I'll be flushing the entire system as well on all 4, checking the brake lines and the master cylinder as well. See, the front fender has been destroyed. These fenders do bolt off fairly easily, so I'll most likely be going to a wrecker's to see if I can get a replacement, because as I restore this car, I most likely will not be repainting the sides. I'll most likely be doing a vinyl wrap on the sides and on the top, keeping the carbon fiber exposed and polishing and embuffing it, and on the roof probably doing a wrap of carbon fiber where it ends off here with the carbon fiber trunk lid.
So as an added bonus, I ended up getting the original trunk lid as well as the hood. They're both in very good shape. They need to be cleaned and buffed. I most likely will not be reinstalling them. I may sell them on to somebody else or donate them to somebody that needs them for their project. I will probably be keeping the carbon fiber deck lid. It needs just some minor work. And as I described earlier, the front hood needs to be really cleaned, buffed, and clear coated, and then the damage on the passenger side needs to be repaired, which I will be showing in a separate video on how to do that.
This car has a custom aftermarket exhaust system, which I understand sounds pretty good. So I'll be checking it for leaks or cracks as I get this car started and make an evaluation as to whether it needs to be replaced or just repaired.
Now turning our attention to the interior, it's in decent shape. I mean, inside it's very dirty and needs to be detailed thoroughly. No big damage other than the front driver's seat. You can see it's worn out and ripped. Most likely we'll be replacing the two front seats with some sort of racing style seats with a 5-point harness to make it track worthy. Steering wheel is in very good shape. I love the red stitching. That's in good shape, just needs to be cleaned up. The thing that is most attractive about this vehicle is the 5-speed manual transmission in the powertrain. I'll be doing a full service on that, checking the clutch fluid, checking the gears, making sure that it's in good shape. As you can see, it's very dirty. It's going to need to be shampooed. All the interior plastics need to be armoralled and cleaned. As for the rear, it's in very good shape. I mean, obviously it's very dirty, needs a very thorough clean. Some parts sitting in here, but overall it's in decent shape. I think it won't require much effort to restore the. So here are the two key fobs that I got with the vehicle. When I got them, they were both in pieces and not working. So the one on the right, I had to fully cut apart along the side seam, open it up, which exposed the board inside and the battery. I tested the battery. The battery was just under 3 volts. So I know it's still good and operating. So I epoxied it back together. Then I kind of armoralled it. The BMW logo was missing. I found it in the ashtray and I epoxied it in to make it look good. The other key there on the left, that one has some problems. So I ordered a new battery. I didn't seal it back up. What I'm going to do is when that new battery comes in, I'm going to professionally solder it in myself to make sure that it works properly so that I have one and a backup for this vehicle, because this is the only way in order to access the trunk. Currently, I do not have access to the trunk. So I need to make sure that I have 2 good fobs that will allow me access to the trunk. Currently, the situation with this car, and the reason I got it so cheap, is because it won't start. And the reason it won't start is because the battery is dead and the battery is locked in the trunk and there's no way to access it. So I eliminated the key fobs as the source because they both have enough power to pop the deck lid. So obviously there's something else going on. So one of the first analysis of this car will be to be checking every relay and every fuse in every a fuse box. I'm not sure exactly where they all are, but I certainly will become an expert after a while on where everything is, and eliminate that. I did put a jump pack on this vehicle. You're not supposed to jump them with regular jump cables, no BMW, but that wasn't providing enough adequate power to start the vehicle or to allow me to pop the hood. So those are probably some of the first steps in restoring this vehicle, is to actually restore power. I'll get a new battery once I have access to the trunk lid. There is no other way of getting in there. The back seats don't roll down. or don't fold down, sorry, and there isn't a switch inside the car to allow me to pop the hood. The only way to access the trunk and the battery is through those fobs. The vehicle, it's actually in very good shape. I have not seen any issues with a lot of rust or accident damage. So I'm very pleased about the bare bones of this vehicle. A great start for me with respect to restoring a car that actually I can get back onto the track. Thank you for watching the introduction to the 320i restoration project. Keep an eye out for related videos showing servicing and/or restoration to each area of this abused and damaged car. If any organization is interested in sponsoring this rebuild, please contact me in the comments section below. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.